Hello, everybody. My name is Moshumi Mukherjee. I am a registered dietitian. I know a lot of you already know me. I've been doing my lives lunch with dietitian at noon on Fridays. But today's event is a special one. I was invited by this group of women. They're called Professional Women in Michigan. And it is my honor and privilege to be talking to this group and to all of you. And I am going to be talking about a topic which is very, very prevalent amongst us women that I see extremely commonly. What is that? So, I do my niche or my specialty is weight loss. And I do see in our journey of weight loss, most of us, it's actually normal to reach a plateau. And that's where many of us give up. And that's where the challenge comes. And that is why I picked this topic again to talk very close to my heart. And like I said, my specialty is helping women, especially, reach their weight goals. So a few pointers that, we would like to kind of work on when you reach that plateau, like I said. One is consider, what you're considering your goal weight. Is that actually a real goal weight? Give it a second thought, meaning, is it a realistic goal that we are setting? Or is this, a goal that's really, really, not real for me or for my body size? So again, it's very important to set realistic goals for, where we want to be. And like I've always told all of my clients that gradual weight loss is what's sustainable, right? So anyways, that's one thing, do we have a realistic goal for our goal weight? Second is, I know we are very excited, right? We are in this journey, we are losing weight, we are doing really well and all of that. But the one thing I see very often are we just like, you could overdo calorically, you can also underdo calorically. So, cutting calories too much, like, the other day, I was talking to this young gal and she was not even consuming, not even 1,000 calories through the day. Again, so what happens is, when we start cutting calories, drastically, what happens then is that our muscles are using up our energy. And so what's happening is our metabolism is actually slowing down. So then again, the weight loss is not working. Right? So that's why you want to see somebody who specializes in this. It could be a dietitian that, specializes in this and who sets a caloric goal for you, depending again on, your height, your weight, your lifestyle, if you have any medical conditions, how much are we working out, things like that. So we take all of that into consideration when you're, setting a certain caloric level. So that's another thing that we really need to keep in mind when we do that. The other thing that I tell people that, as you are dropping your weight, remember you have to adjust calories, right? Because somebody who weighs, say, 200 pounds, their caloric requirement is very different from somebody who weighs, say, 120 pounds, right? So we have to revamp, you have to adjust your calorie requirement. That is very important. And that's another reason, you want to see somebody who's specializing to make sure that you're actually on the right pathway to whatever weight goal you're trying to achieve. Again, I know some of you just joined me. My name is Moshumi. I'm a registered dietitian. I specialize in helping women reach their weight goals. And today, again, this is an invited talk. I am talking to this, a group of professional women here in Michigan. Really excited that they have invited me. And our topic again today is plateauing, weight loss plateaus, where we've reached the weight loss plateau and we're not able to reach the last maybe couple pounds. And I know it's frustrating, but believe me, this is what I tell people. If you've reached that plateau, you're doing something right. Because everybody, and I see, on an average, I'm seeing like 3 to 4 to 5 clients a day. You're losing, you're plateauing, you're losing, you're plateauing. And that's where you don't want to give up. Do not give up at that time. So I know we talked quite a bit about calories. The other thing I want you guys to keep in mind is that calories or weight, these are numbers, right? But have we cleaned out our diet? Are we still, you could, say, for example, I'm just saying, you could be on a 1,500 calorie diet, but you could be having all these donuts, processed foods, and things like that. There could be another person who is also doing, say, a 1,500, 1,800, whatever calorie diet, but they are clean eating. I do want to say here, I am not recommending a 1,500, 1,000 calorie diet by any chance. I do not believe in that. What I'm talking about basically here is clean eating. When you reach that plateau, clean up your diet again. Like I said, revamp your diet, just see if, there's a lot of processed food. Again, when I talk about processed food, I'm also, guys, talking about like our sauces, our ketchups, or, all these different salad dressings we are using, we really, really need to kind of watch out for those things too. It's not just the calories. Are we, actually, eating a clean diet, meals from scratch as much as we can. Like I always say in my lives, make sure you've got those nice array of colors, your vegetables and your fruits and, all of that, push your omega-3s, all of these things. Make sure like half of your plate at least is are your fruits and your vegetables. The next thing about this weight plateauing is, I'm sure you're exercising, right? And you're like, I am exercising. I'm doing all of this. Why can't I lose the last few pounds? So maybe give it a thought. Maybe you are doing the same thing. Maybe you're doing the same routine, you're walking on the treadmill and you've been doing this now for a year, right? So again, your body is just used to this. Your muscles are just used to this. What do we want to do? We want to, again, revamp this. I really push for our high intensity interval training, which is basically what that is. A simple example is, you walk, you run, you walk, you run. So alternating, that's very helpful too. If you're trying to lose those extra pounds, that really helps. So basically try to revamp your exercise again, do some, let's do some weights, let's try to increase our muscle mass here, because basically what our goal should be, on our weight loss journey. And like I said, I'm always looking at a healthy weight loss journey. I'm not looking at any of those yo-yo diets, right? So what I want to do is basically we want to increase our muscle mass, especially as we are aging, women, we are losing that. We want to make sure we've got that, and we want to cut back on our fats. So, a lot of us, for example, are working from home now. I'm sitting in here, either talking to my clientele and doing things like that. So why don't we, do some weights while you're, build those muscles? That really, really will also help revamp some of your weight loss right there. A big one is, that people don't, I've noticed, take into account is the snacking or the nibbling that we do. Think of it. Are you trying to maybe clean up your child's plate? Or are you thinking, after dinner, there's just a little bit of pasta left, let me just finish it. Those things count too. So be really, really careful, especially when you're, trying to eat healthy and you're thinking, you really have to be careful as to, your snacks. That's extremely important. The other one that's important in snacking are late night snacks too. A lot, especially now, I'm telling you this based also on my clientele experience. There is a lot of stress with the virus. There's all of that going on. People do not have, a set routine. So sometimes what happens is you're sitting in front of the TV late night and snacking. So, you really have to take those into account. A lot, many a times people write down a food diary for me. I do require them to do that, but they do not maybe document the snacks. So in my forums, I have clear documentation columns where I have them document. Did you have a snack? Did you have a late night snack? Because believe me, those are the calories that are like super important, because those add up. Those little bits, they definitely will add up. So we definitely need to be careful about those things too. The other thing which again is, I say, my pet peeve, it is hydration. I cannot tell you how important it is, and especially given that sometimes the effects of, or the feeling you get when you're dehydrated is very similar to the feeling you get when you're hungry. So people oftentimes think, oh my gosh, am I hungry? You're probably not hungry. Try drinking some water. Maybe you're thirsty. Maybe your body's dehydrated. So again, on your weight loss journey, try to make sure that you are hydrating really, really well. I know here in our country, we really, I don't know where that magic number has come from, but I hear a lot of people say, 64 ounces. I did my 64 ounces. 64 ounces is no magic number, guys. Water, the amount of water you need, again, is based on your size, your activity level. Rule of thumb, generally, I say half of your body size, is the amount of water you at least want to drink. If you worked out for an hour, add another 30 ounces of water right there. So hydration is huge. How many times, in fact, I was going to say, how many times do you hear people be overhydrated or, having problems with too much hydration? Probably not, right? Again, very, very seldom, people who have maybe kidney disease on diuretics, would I watch for water. Otherwise, just like with my fruits and veggies, I'm like, go for your water, drink your water. So next thing is sleep. Are you sleeping well? Sleep is extremely, extremely important, which I think all of us know. But even, sometimes even a little bit of sleep deprivation can do such weird things to our body. What does it do? It increases cortisol production, right? And what does cortisol do? It causes more fat accumulations in our body. So though, everything is related, same with your stress factor. That's why, I say in every talk I give, anytime I'm talking to my clientele, also, I say the 4 segments, right? Your food, exercise, sleep, stress. These are the 4 things you want to look for if you really, really are gearing for like a healthy lifestyle, right? The other thing, when people reach their weight plateau, I ask them, are you sure, because I see this happen a lot, are you sure you haven't overestimated how much you're working out and you haven't underestimated how much you're eating? Like I said, it's easy to kind of be nibbling and, then they just kind of think, well, I'm not really eating that much. How am I not able to lose the weight and so on. So similarly with exercise, I know there's so many, like say your treadmills or things like that. They give you a generic calorie, it's like a generic thing of how much calories you've burnt, but that's not your exact calories that you're burning. So be careful again about what your exercise machine or, your watches are telling you. They're not exact to the T. So the reason for my saying this over and over again is let's try to be more maybe realistic, and let's look into those things if we are reaching our weight plateaus. That's another important thing. Protein. Try if you've, you're doing well in your weight loss journey, but, again, you've reached that plateau, try hiking up some protein in your diet. Protein actually has the most thermic effect of all the different food groups, and you burn more calories when you're digesting your proteins, is why I'm saying it's important to get, some extra protein, especially when you're trying to lose that weight. Also, we all know proteins have your amino acid, they've got your the leucine, and these are your potent catalyst for burning fat. So that's another reason that I push for protein. The one thing you want to kind of remember, or one weight loss tip that I say, try to get your protein at an interval of 4 to 5 hours again, just so you have enough leucine production throughout, which has a positive effect again on our weight loss. Just like protein, the other part is fiber up. Fiber up, guys. I cannot tell you how important fiber is for any ways to remain healthy, but especially when you are trying to lose that the extra pounds there. But fiber, we chew on it longer. You're expending more energy. It keeps you full for a longer time. It keeps you satisfied. I mean, just compare yourself to maybe having an apple. You're going to chew on it. You're going to bite, chew. It takes longer to digest versus a donut. It might give you the instant satisfaction, but really, it's not got any bulk. So you're not going to stay, it's not going to satisfy your hunger for a long time. So that's another thing, making sure you've got that fiber. So to me, the combination of protein plus fiber is, absolutely, I think that's like really important. Another reason why I push plant proteins. Cannot tell you guys enough about how important it is to push plant proteins into your diets. Your legumes, your beans, they are not only supplying you with protein, they're giving you fiber, your vitamins, they're packed. They're packed. So, at least a few times a week, if not every day, definitely try to do, more of your plant proteins. That's absolutely going to be so helpful in your journey. So that's another of my tip. The one thing that can happen sometimes is, and this is again where, you might want to consult your dietitian, is food sensitivity. If you are just stuck at that weight, you may be intolerant, or do you have sensitivity to a certain food? And sometimes with that, we tend to retain water, and food sensitivity and inflammation, those things can really work against your weight loss journey. So you might feel like really tired, you might be constipated, brain fog, just feeling tired, fatigue. These are some of the things that you want to kind of look for. And then there's multiple different food sensitivity testing, that can be done. So anyways, Again, I know we are almost to the end. For those of you who joined me later, my name is Moshumi. I am a registered dietitian. I do have my own private consulting. I do work with, all kinds of people, but my niche or my favorite thing is to help women especially reach their weight goals. And I know as we are getting older, things get a little more trickier. So again, like I said, this group, the Women's Professional Group of Michigan, has invited me today to do this live, and I know they're watching too. So this is wonderful. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And my final thing is, guys, do not give up. Do you know that most of the people who, when they plateau, is when they give up. And not only do they then gain all the weight back, plus they gain a couple extra pounds because they just gave up there. So that's the point where you want to just keep on and on doing what you're doing. Try to take your focus away from the plateau and reflect back on your weight journey. Think of where you were, and again, the biggest thing is weight is just a number on a scale. How are we feeling? Are you feeling good about yourself? Are your energy levels high? Are we eating healthy? Are we feeling good and confident about ourselves? That to me is the absolutely most important thing, because I always say thin does not equate to healthy, and somebody who is maybe bigger in size, has a bigger structure, does not mean they're unhealthy, correct? So again, let's be proud of who we are, and let's absolutely not give up. I will see you guys again, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Happy, healthy, stay happy, healthy, and let's get this going. I know we all support each other and we can do this, guys. If ever you guys need help, please private message me. Like I said, I do have openings always. I do get booked, so I'd probably take you in a couple of weeks, but I will do everything. This is my mission, to help to help anybody with healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, and to help reach their goals. So thank you, take care, and I'll see you guys again. Bye.